Welcome back to the Chaos, everyone. ChaosEclipse here. We are back on hardcore Cubic Odyssey. That thing is huge. So obviously in the last video, this kind of fixed, like our base came back and everything after we did a restart from a previous save, and he disappeared. So I am able to continue with this, but the thing is, I think he's still there. He's just invisible. All that smoke stuff. Oh, he probably fell down over there. I noticed. Oh no, he just out of view. I get it. Yeah, I've never seen one that big. Also, it looks like over here, a dragon did spawn back in finally. So there's one right down there. He's fighting something. That's why he looks like that. But yeah, so it looks like it's kind of fixed. I mean, you guys seen how I had to roll back the save or whatever using an automatic save in order to get back to this place that I've been working on. I still haven't put anything down yet or anything, and we're not going to do much in today's video. It's actually going to be a short video, but I wanted to talk about two big things. Some of you guys may not think that they're that big, but I do think that they are pretty important, because a lot of other devs don't always do this, and I think it is a big step for Atypical to go ahead and acknowledge this. So we did our For the Devs video a while back, and we let them know, the things that we wanted to see in the game, stuff like that. And someone even commented, oh, maybe it was because they watched our video and they decided that they're gonna do whatever, based on our video. So the thing is, they hadn't watched it, and you guys are like, well, you don't know that. I do know that, because yesterday they announced they were watching it. And when I say announced, what's shooting at me? When I say announced, I don't mean like it was like a public thing and they were like, oh my god, we're watching ChaosEclipse's video, let's go. They didn't do it like that. Where are these coming from? Ow, found him. Hang on, let me take care of this guy real quick. Okay, so it's not like they went and they announced it like real big or anything like that. I posted that video, or For the Devs video, in the in their Discord, their actual Discord video, or their Discord video in their Discord. Oh god, that threw me down. I don't know what's down here. Oh Jesus. We are so screwed. I don't have any more stuff. Run! Hold on, guys. I'll get back to you in a second. Shit balls. Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. It pushed me into the wall. Man, they got up here quick. Okay, let's not do that again. I wanted to get whatever the dragon dropped. I don't know if I did or not. I don't think I did. I don't see any stuff. It's okay though. I mean, the whole point of the dragon was to get the stuff he's dropping. But yeah, this is what I mean when you kill something near your base, how it can get infected even with these blocks. But anyway, so I posted the For the Devs video on their Discord. It was in their feedback section. If you go to their Discord, they have, the forum section where it says discuss, feedback, global chat, looking for groups, things like that. I went in their Discord. I went to that feedback section, and I put in there, like, I made a new topic. I said For the Devs video, and I put hello Atypical. I can't even say it right. I put hello Atypical Games. I have a YouTube channel that occasionally does a For the Devs video on select games that I play. I meant to give this feedback, it's meant to give feedback on things I'd like to see in the game. It may not be much, but it's basically a suggestion / opinions video. It basically has my suggestions / opinions, and as well as the people who watch my video. Maybe you can take a look and see what some of your fans want. I love the passion you guys are putting into the game. It's just a bit of feedback for you guys. Hope you all enjoy. If you watch it, thanks. And that's it. And then I put the link of the video, and that's all I put. one of the devs yesterday actually replied. I mean, it says developer on there. I'm assuming he's a dev. I don't know. I haven't had any firsthand contact with him or anything like that. And I shouldn't say him because I do believe Atypical is not in America, so it could be out of country, and the name could be female. I honestly don't know if it's male or female, so I shouldn't be saying him. And I just wanted to point that out because it could be a female as well. Anyway, the person, their name is Andre L, but Andre is, and I'm probably saying the name wrong too. I do apologize if I am, but the name is spelled Andrei and then the capital L. So I guess like L's like their last name and their first name's Andre. I don't know. But anyway, it said, watching right now. Thank you so much. That's all it said. And that made me really excited because I try to give feedback all the times. That's why I do the For the Devs video. And that is the first type of, or not the first type, that is the first dev from any game that has actually responded. Now, granted, when I do a lot of the For the Devs video, I don't always put, like, I don't always go to their Discord because some of them just don't have Discords. Some of them are like way too big. And like if you give feedback on their thing, they actually have like a feedback thing on their website, not on their Discord. So it just depends. But this one, you know, they had it on their Discord, and I was like, you know what, let me try it. Let me see if I can get their attention and, you know, let them know. Jesus Christ, they definitely bumped these guys up. But I was like, let me try it. Let me see if, you know, I can get their attention. Let me see if they're actually going to listen. Let me see if they are, you know, taking in consideration what things want, what people want, stuff like that. Just whatever, you know, it was worth a shot. So I went ahead and I tried it. They went ahead and they watched it. They didn't say anything else after that. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, but at least they watched it, you know. Jesus. This is one of those little guys that killed me before. So anyway, there's that. So they did watch the video. I don't know what they felt about it or anything like that. They watched it yesterday at 5:23 in the morning, and I responded at 9:56. I just told them no problem. Hope it helps in some way or another. That's it. Like nothing special. I'm not trying to get any type of special treatment or anything like that. I just appreciate them watching it. It really does. It really does mean a lot. I'm assuming it's this little dude down here that's growling. So yeah, I just wanted to announce that because I think it's really cool that they actually did that. They went back and they're actually listening to people. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean they're going to take anything from the video. Like maybe they disagree with all of it. Who cares? But the thing is, they watched it. That's what I'm excited about. The next part is something that they did that was kind of part of the video. So in the video, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong about this. If I'm wrong about this, let me know. I'm not trying to say that I'm special or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure I asked them, because we made the video around the time where people were complaining about the multiplayer servers, and they're like, oh, hey, it's July. You guys said that you were going to do it in July. You still haven't done it, blah, 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 things like that. So I'm pretty sure that I, in the video, mentioned that, you know, people who are waiting for updates or whatever, they shouldn't, you know, like pressure game developers into, you know, doing that, even if it's on their roadmap, simply because if a developer hasn't given an update on something that they had in their roadmap, it just means it's not done. It doesn't mean they're ignoring you. It doesn't mean they're trying to get away with not doing something that they said they would. It just means that there's a possibility. Oh, are those little? Like those are smaller guys? It just means that they are possibly just not like it's just not ready, you know, like the thing that like whatever it is you're waiting for, even if they said that they were going to announce it in July, or even if they said that it was going to be, you know, sooner than that or something like that, and it's not out yet. A lot of people were complaining about it because it wasn't out, and I was like, well, you know, I'd rather have them take their time on something than to just try to give something out that that may not be ready, and it's just going to end up ruining the game because it's not ready, you know, like it's not ready to be published, so you guys shouldn't be pressuring them. So I mentioned that in the video. hopefully you guys understand what the hell I'm trying to say. I know I'm stuttering a lot or kind of not saying exactly what I want. It's because I'm trying to do this at the same time. But I don't want you guys just staring at a blank screen either, so that's why I'm doing this. So anyway, so with that being said, the next part that they did was not directly on my channel. It was actually on their update page. So it's not necessarily an update, but it's information on the update. Because I believe that one of the things that I mentioned when I was talking about that, when I was telling people not to pressure them into, doing things with the game that they're not exactly ready to do or whatever, was that the thing that would be nice is if the developer at least let us know what's going on, like be more transparent, like hey, this is the reason why this isn't out yet. I appreciate you guys' patience, whatever. As long as they're giving us some type of information. And I think people even agreed with me on that. So after that video was made, or after that video was posted, like I said, I posted it on July 9th. They said they were watching it on July 31st. And then on August 1st, literally the next day after they watched the video. Like I said, not saying this is why they did this. Maybe they intended this all along, but they wanted to give an update on their servers. So it says an update on dedicated servers. It says back in May, we shared with you the roadmap for the Cubic Odyssey, for Cubic Odyssey, where we have planned to release an update with dedicated server support at the end of July. We have come a long way since that day, working hard on the game, bringing a dozen updates and hot fixes, so you can enjoy your journey through the Cubic Odyssey both solo and with your friends. It says, yet we've planned to launch the dedicated servers in July. They will be released a little bit later. So they're already doing one of the things that I asked them to do, is be more transparent with people who watch or who play their game. So basically, they don't have an exact date on when it's going to happen, but they're basically letting us know, hey, we're not done messing with this yet. It's still coming. We just need more time, and that's all I asked for was transparency. Where to go? A little later, okay, and then it says as soon as we're sure they are working just fine for you to embark on the new journey with your friends. Since we've already started talking about dedicated servers, we wanted to share some more information that will quench your curiosity. Dedicated servers will be the best way to experience co-op play in Cubic Odyssey. They support more players than the current player-to-player servers and do not depend on the hosts, meaning you can play even when the host is away as long as the server is live. So basically, that is kind of how Arc used to do it, I think. At least from what I remember, that's how Arc used to do it. What they would do is they would let someone start up a server, but our Arc worked a bit different because that game was very intensive with their servers on how they actually worked. So you actually needed someone to fully run the server even when they were offline. Like they needed some type of, like, whether it was another PlayStation, if they did it off like Nitrado where they actually ran a server, things like that. So it could have gotten Jesus Christ, there's no way. So I'm not gonna make it. Oh, barely. Okay. So it could be something like that, but I'm not really sure. I think they're gonna mention it. Not in this. I mean, they touch on it a little bit, but they'll do an announcement when they're actually out. Anyway, it says you'll need to create a new character that will be tied to the server. Your progression and inventory will be saved on that server. So you won't lose any progress even if the server goes offline. A wide number of settings will be available to the owner of the server where they can adjust game mode, password, etc. Once the server is created, its owner can share the session ID with people they want to invite. So basically, I create a server, I name it, hey, Chaos World. And then if you guys want to play on it and be like, hey, come to Chaos World, here's a password if you're watching my videos, join up, and then you guys can just join up. Now, I don't know. It doesn't say anything about how many people can join. I would assume that it's probably still whatever the normal multiplayer in the game is, which I think is like somewhere around 10 or something like that. But don't quote me on that because I am not sure at all on that. But it's definitely a possibility. Like, I don't see why they would change that. If anything, they would probably increase it if they're doing dedicated servers. But once again, also not a guarantee. That's just me assuming. Let me grab all this stuff and then I'll read the rest here. Obviously, I don't want to read it while I'm down here with this little thing chasing me around. Oh, oh yeah, he is. All right, so the dragon didn't really drop anything. I mean, either that or it disappeared really quick because I didn't get any scales or fangs or anything. Go back up here. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I did get one of these though. Yeah, no scales or fangs. That's okay though. Oh, I could have just did a strike. I got a whole bunch of new light shards. Anyway, it says dedicated servers are absolutely free for everyone, so it's not going to be like Ark where you have to go through Nitrado and you have to pay $8 a month or whatever their pricing was. I think it was way more than $8 a month. But the good news is it's going to be free for everyone. So basically, they're going to have an in-game way to set up your own server, and it's going to be free. The only thing I'm curious about, like I said, is how that's going to work. Like, do I need a whole nother system? Because obviously, I can't leave my PlayStation just running all the time. I mean, I could, but if I want to go and play another game, I would have to shut down the server just to go play another game. So that's going to be interesting for any console players. I mean, it's a possibility because that's what Ark Survival Evolved did. I think they took it away and Ascended, but in Ark Survival Evolved, if you had two consoles, you could actually turn on your PS4, leave it running, and then play off of another PS4 or PS5. And I know that because I have a PS4 and a PS5, and I used to run the server off of the PS4, and I would play it on the PS5 with some friends. And then I ended up switching over to Nitrado because it was easier and it was less taxing on my electric bill, even though I was paying a monthly fee for Nitrado. Anyway, so, like I said, dedicated servers are absolutely free for everyone who owns the game and will be available via a separate application. So I don't know how that other application is going to work. They do mention here for Steam. It says, for example, on Steam, you will be able to find it in the tools section of your library. So that's great for anyone who plays on PC. Like I said, more interested in how they do it on console, which I'm sure they will eventually announce. I don't know how that's going to work. I think it's just going to be probably something just that they add on to maybe the title screen or something where it's going to be like, hey, run your own server or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it's like I said, it's going to be really interesting to see how they do that, or if it's even possible. Maybe they'll just only do it for PC players, which would suck. But I mean, I do understand because console is a bit limited when it comes to running your own server and still playing the game. In addition to that highly anticipated feature, we are working on seeding, and that's in quotation marks, of the galaxy, which you'll be able to try out on your newly created server as well, keeping the adventure fresh for those of you who have already completed the story of Cubic Odyssey. We hope dedicated servers will bring you a lot of joy and memorable adventures with your friends, and in the end will be worth the wait. So that's everything there. And that is on their main page, their cubicodyssey.game page. If you go to news, you can see it there. It's like listed after the most current update, which was the one on July 28th. But basically what they're doing is they're bringing dedicated servers. They're going to make it to where you can run the dedicated server for free through a different application. Like I said, it probably won't be a different application for console players, but at the same time, there's not a guarantee that that's even going to work on console just because of the way consoles work. So we'll have to wait and see how they decide to do that or not do it on consoles or whatever they decide. As far as the seeding, it sounds like they are going to do a a procedurally generated world for anyone who does decide to do the seeding, and that's what the seeding is basically creating creating a world using a seed that you type in, whether it's letters, numbers, whatever, and then that is how the that's how your galaxy is going to spawn in. So anyone who uses that same seed, it should come out to the same world that, you know, people that are in that seed are using. And then if you do like random generate, then it's just going to give you whatever it is that seed is for. Hopefully that makes sense. So interested to see what happens. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. I have not, as you guys can see, I have not done anything with the game here as far as rebuilding anything or anything like that. I was waiting more for them to kind of update it a little bit more, just because you guys know what happened the last time we played. You guys seen it firsthand. The world wasn't really holding together, so to speak. It was it seems the files in general just seem pretty fragile right now as far as playing the game. So I haven't really messed too much with building anything new. I mean, you guys can see exactly what I have not done, which is anything. I am waiting, like I said, a little bit more just for maybe 1 or 2 more updates that have to do with gameplay and crashes and everything like that, just so that the game is running a little bit more stable. But I am still playing Abiotic Factor. I know a lot of you guys don't like that. I apologize, but it's a fun game. And like I said before, I'm going to play things that are fun for me. Also, you know, things that are fun for the channel. But if a game's not working, I know you guys want to see this game. If it's not working properly, there's kind of no point in doing it, because it's going to end up rolling back a whole bunch of hours anyway. So that's why I'm staying away from it. I also have been working on the Roblox game. Oh, God. So with the Roblox game, I've created the map. I've created the characters that I want in the map as far as, well, I mean, obviously you're going to have your own character. I've created the enemies in the map. I have written down everything, like how the game's going to work, all the systems, like the weapon system. I'll have a rune system in there, all of that stuff. But it's taking forever to code. It really is, especially doing it by myself. So what I may do with the game, because you know, obviously I'm going to tell you guys when it's completed, but what I may do with the game is I may complete the first zone, or the first and second zone, because it's going to have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zones. It'll have 6 zones. It's going to be a simulator game. I don't know if you guys know what simulator games are, but you can go and Google that. So just Google Roblox simulator games. Now, there are types of different simulator games, but it's not going to be your traditional one. I mean, it is, but there's going to be added stuff into it. So I don't want you guys to be like, oh, another simulator game. It's basically one of the games where, if you haven't played Roblox, you're not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. If you played Roblox, or at least seen videos on it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So basically, you know, the games where they have like Vacuum Simulator, I think, is one of them. Basically, what you do is you have a vacuum, you run out into the world, and you vacuum up like dirty items, like to get, you know, to get the world clean, so to speak, or you just vacuum up coins. Whatever the case is, you vacuum something up. So say this weapon here, this extractor is my, or actually, you know what? We'll do it with this one because I can actually do it pointing at the blocks. So say this is my vacuum, right? So I run around, there's trash over here, I'm like, boom, vacuum that up. Trash over here, boom, vacuum that up. And when you're vacuuming it up, you can only hold like maybe 10 items or 10 coins or whatever it is you're vacuuming up, like dirty laundry, I don't know. But you vacuum that up, and then what you do is you run back to your base, you sell those 10 items, and you keep doing that. You run back out, you get 10 more items, you run back, you sell those 10, and you keep doing that. And then what happens is, after getting so many coins, so much of whatever the in-game currency is, you come back out and, or no, you stay in the base, but there's a store in the base, and you can upgrade your vacuum to where it will vacuum up 2 items at once, or something along those lines. And I'm stuttering again. Or instead of upgrading your vacuum, you can upgrade your inventory space. So like a backpack, if you have a backpack. So instead of only holding 10 items at a time and running back and forth every time, you can now hold 30 items. So you can run out, you can vacuum up 30 items, then you run back and you turn in those 30, and then you run back and you vacuum up 30, and then you run back and you upgrade your backpack again. So it gives you like an upgrade system where you can upgrade your backpack, your vacuum, things like that, where you can do it faster. You can get more of those and everything. That is your standard simulator game. However, mine is not standard. It is similar to that, and it will have that feature in it where you're going to be doing a lot of back and forth. The main point of the game is it just being, I'm not going to lie, it's basically it being addictive for people who play it. So someone goes in, I mean, that's any game though. Like they want you to keep playing their game. That's how my game is. The only difference is it's on Roblox, so it's aimed more towards kids. It will not have anything bad in the game. Like I'm not going to like I understand the audience in Roblox. It's literally kids. I mean, there are adults that play. I play it. Well, I haven't played in quite some time, but I have played it in the past, and I know other adults that do play it. But my point is that I understand that the game is going to be mainly kids for the audience. So I'm not going to put anything bad in there. I'm not going to have like any cussing or anything. There's not going to be like bad images. Like I'm not one of those people. There are games like that, and they usually get banned, and they usually I think in the past, I mean it's been a while, but I think people have even gotten arrested because Roblox can be a dangerous place, put it that way. Especially for your kids. So if you're not watching what your kid is doing on Roblox, you may want to go and look and see what the hell they're doing. But just keep that in mind. My game will not be like that. Obviously, I'm announcing it. You guys know who I am. I'm not going to give you every detail with the game just because I don't want someone copying it. But like I said, it is going to be a simulator game. There will be combat added into the game. There will be upgrade features in the game. I'm thinking this is the 6th zone that I was like, because I'm not sure if I want to do this or not. At the moment, what I have planned is the 6th zone is PvP. So once you reach a certain level in the game, you will be able to go and attack other players. And then I'm also going to have a leaderboard. That leaderboard will have special features for it. So like the people who are top 3 at all times will get a special thing in the game, which, like I said, I'm not going to say it. Just trying to add a little bit of spice onto those type of games, because not like a lot of the games is just that back and forth thing and upgrading, and that's it. So I'm just trying to add more features to it where it gives a person a reason to come back. So like I don't just want to make it boring, but I know a lot of people like leaderboards, a lot of people like competing, things like that. So I'm going to give you both of those. I'm going to put a leaderboard in there that gives the top 3 players a special item. Nothing that is going to make them better than everyone else. Like I don't want to give anyone an unfair advantage. It's not going to be pay to win or anything. Anything that you pay for in the game or anything that you're rewarded is going to be cosmetic only. But the upgrade system, like when you're upgrading your weapons or your carry stuff, I mean, that is going to depend on how much you're playing it. So that kind of gives a bonus to players, but obviously if you're not playing it, you're not going to get those upgrades. If you are playing it, you'll get the upgrades. It's going to be fair for everyone. It just depends on how fast you're upgrading. So let me see, PvP, an upgrade system, cosmetic system. I think that's all I want to announce for now. But I have those systems and all of the other systems already laid out. I have how I want them to work. I have numbers for them. I literally just need to sit down and do the code, which is the most grueling part, because if you get 1 colon out of place, if you make a capital letter in a spot you're not supposed to, the entire code's not going to work. So that is the part that I'm working on now, which has been extremely painful, especially since I have not coded since 2014, so over 10 years. And it's also on a program that I didn't, or on a yeah, I guess it's a program, or no, it's also on an engine. There we go. It's on an engine that that I didn't really do much of anything with. So when I went to college for game programming, they taught us a lot of different languages: C++, C++, C#, things like that. And they touched on all of them. They didn't really like. I mean, obviously, I didn't get a degree or anything, but I never fully completed the course or whatever. So I'm sure if I would have, then I would know this. But the Roblox Studio, which is the engine that you use to create games on Roblox, they use Lua, Lua, which is a very simple. It's not a hard uh engine to learn coding in. It's actually very simple. If you guys want, you can actually do it yourself. Like you can literally go onto Roblox, download Roblox Studio, and they even have a tutorial that to help get you started. And then from there, it's kind of up to you on how you want to actually build your things. You'll probably have to go back and forth to try to remember things, or there's tons of YouTube videos on there, which I thought about doing that. I might do it in the future. Try to teach you guys maybe some scripting or something on Roblox, just because it is so simple. Um, but like I said, being simple does not mean it's not time consuming. So it's still time consuming. So that's why it's not out yet. But yeah, all of that is coming together. Hopefully, I will have it out sooner than later, and we can go from there. Um, but I think that's basically it for you guys. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with this game and what's going on with my Roblox game, and why I'm doing a lot of Abiotic Factor videos, because I like the game and it's enjoyable, and this one is a little broken at the moment. So hopefully we can they can remedy that, and it'll actually be playable in the future. Again, this is the hardcore Cubic Odyssey version that we started. I will end up jumping back into the regular one and taking our time and going through just like a story mode again. Oh shit. Okay, it's not over here. But yeah, so questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comments section. Thank you all for your time today, for joining me, and for sticking around, listening to me ramble on. If you guys would not mind, let me know you made it to the end of the video by putting a little star emoji. Actually, I don't know if everyone has a star emoji. Just put a little smiley face. Put a little smiley face down in the comment section, so I know you guys made it to the end of the video. I know most of the time, a lot of guys, as soon as they hear, "Oh, thank you for joining me today," they exit the video. So if you guys didn't do that and you're actually listening to the whole video, put that little smiley face down there, so I know you're one of the real ones. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you all for joining me today. We are at 2,390 subscribers right now, which you guys are absolutely awesome. The numbers did slow down. They were when I started making these Cubic Odyssey videos, they kind of blew up. Like I literally jumped like 100 subscribers in like a few days. And I announced that. I thanked you all for it. It's still going up, but very slightly. But I'm also doing Abiotic Factor now, so it's probably getting a lot of people who play and watch Abiotic Factor to watch my videos now. But I think the algorithm is still set to Cubic Odyssey for me because of how many Cubic Odyssey videos I have. That's the only bad thing about the algorithm and the way that I play games. Which is why a lot of people do Roblox videos. If you go and do a Roblox video, it literally gives it out to anyone who watches Roblox videos in general. It doesn't matter what game on Roblox you're playing, it's technically Roblox is its own game. So if you do any type of Roblox game, it's going to push out your videos to more people because Roblox has that type of thing where Roblox is its own game, but it has a whole bunch of little mini games. So maybe I'll start doing those videos. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.